What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and today we are doing another DS game, Spongebob, featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom. Played this on the DS once again, and was able to thank you to LikunMiffery for letting me borrow this game and play it, as he has for several games that I've done for reviews recently, at least. So really good there. But this is considered, I think, the last of the golden era of the Nick games. It was the last true, I think, Nicktoons game. The rest of them are just SpongeBob or for own specific Nickelodeon properties after that. So it was released again on the Wii, the PS2, the DS. I think those were the three it was released on. Could be wrong. Maybe Xbox. I don't remember. But I got notes on it. So let's jump right into it, shall we? And right away, the shows in this game that are represented in this game really date it. All the shows that in this game have been canceled by this point, except for SpongeBob. All of them have been canceled actually pretty long ago. They ran their course. And also some of them are more smaller Nick properties that I guess people didn't remember, wouldn't remember nowadays. There are some bigger ones as well, like Jimmy Neutron's in this game. There's no Timmy Turner for some reason. Fairly Odd Parents, even back when this game was released, I think was a pretty big property, and for some reason it just wasn't in this game, which it doesn't make any sense at all, because they put a lot more irrelevant ones in there instead of Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know if that would have helped with sales of this game. And it's also been discontinued by now, so I don't think it wouldn't have fit my statement I made earlier, but it would have been just a little weird that they include it. There's just zero explanations as to why non-SpongeBob characters can breathe underwater, and also no explanations as to why SpongeBob characters can breathe the air outside of the water. Okay, yeah, cool. I guess that's not a big thing that they really tried to focus on, because it's just a crossover game. They got to go to different areas with different properties. But yeah, you gotta show it, so you gotta get a little bit explanation, don't you think? No? Okay. It's really hard to work with both characters that you play as in a level, because they both have to get to certain points at the same time, or have to be at a certain point together in order to progress. And that can really slow down level progression, and most times they have to go on their separate paths anyways in order to unlock gates for them to go to, because there's only one certain place that they can go with their ability. It just feels like there's a lot of missed collaboration opportunities in that regard, because they're working on their own, because you combine SpongeBob and Jimmy Neutron, for example, or some other properties. It would be cool for them to have some cool collaborative opportunities to work together to create some new abilities and ways to get through the level. And it's not really as well explored on or as well utilized as I think would have worked good for this game. And also, yeah, just working through the levels and having to get one to the other, and it's not really well defined who has to go where, so that can cause some idiotic opportunity as well. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a nuisance for me. I thought the graphics for this game were pretty good for the time. They didn't really age that well. Some of them didn't, at least. Some of the character renderings just look off, especially when they're not in their own licensed area that's in the game. I wish that, I can't expect them to put too much more effort into it. You can easily recognize who they are, especially if you watched the shows back then, or they're still on TV. You probably would recognize them, but some of them just didn't work out that well, I think. There's no way to go back just to the main menu. You gotta either beat the whole section of the game that you're working on, or restart the game entirely, restart the DS at all, which is weird. It's not a big deal, but it just feels like most games would have that, and this game didn't. So it's just a little weird what they did there. There's a lot of different attacks for each character, but we really aren't told what that, like, many of them that exist, or really how to use them. You just gotta you really just have to press all the buttons and explore them all, or just like read a wiki or something like that, which is not fun. I feel like you do all the development, do all the work to have all of these different attacks and abilities for all these characters, and that's really, really cool. It gives the own unique ability in the game, and you don't just like let us explore it at all, which sucks, because you're probably just going to default to an A or B attack mode, and that's only gonna be like 1 or 2 attacks that you're gonna default to, and all the rest of them are just gonna go to waste, and that's not going to be kind of a waste of talent or ability from the developers, which kind of sucks. One thing that I think is, and then the last thing for my notes that's really cool, the alternative ending to this game is pretty cool. Gives it kind of a fresh spin on it. Not a lot of games of this caliber would have like a thing with an alternate ending. I think that's really, really cool that they did that. It can give replayability as well. You want to go back and get all the endings. Good thing for the completionists and whatnot. So I think that's a really, really good thing as well. So. And that's really all I had for notes. Overall, this is a fun game. I enjoyed my time doing it. There were just some missed opportunities, some technical flaws that I think you have to expect that it's not going to be perfect, obviously, but some that they probably could have worked on a little bit better. So, my final score for Spongebob featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom, I'm probably going to have to give this one a good 8 out of 10. It was a lot of fun, but, just not something that too spectacular, like I said, but definitely, on the higher end for good gameplay and funny as well. So, and that's going to do it for this review. If you've ever played this game, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. That's going to do it for this video, so stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.